Shock and sadness in Malibu as a man is found brutally beaten to death here at Guido's and Christina Pascucci.
After a group of men attacked him near a popular restaurant in Malibu. KTLA's Christina Pascucci joins us live from the scene with more on what happened there. Christina, good morning.
Good morning, Chris. And at this hour, details are still scarce, but we do have an active crime scene here as police are trying to piece together exactly what happened. This is what we know. Around 10 o'clock last night, there was an employee at Guido's in the back of the restaurant, and when he is confronted by an unknown number of suspects, he reportedly then was brutally beaten. He did survive for a short time initially. He staggered to the front of the restaurant, and that's where he later died. Now, this investigation, it's been ongoing. Some Guido's employees who are just getting here this morning are shocked and saddened by the news. I mean, clearly here in Malibu, you rarely, if ever, see news like this. And the motive's still unclear. Like I said, details are scarce. We just got here on scene a little while ago, so as we get more information, we'll be sure to bring it to you, and we are going to be talking to witnesses shortly, and we'll bring you more on that at the top of the 6 a.m. hour. If you have any information on this crime, if you know anything, you can call Crime Stoppers. That number is 1-800-222-TIPS, and we'll have more on this coming up for you at the top of the 6 a.m. hour. Reporting live in Malibu, Christina Pascucci, KTLA 5 News.
We're following some developing news after a man is beaten to death in Malibu. It happened on the 3800 block of Cross Creek Road, and KTLA's Christina Pascucci joins us now live from the scene with more on exactly what happened. Boy, not every day we report a murder in Malibu.
I know, Wendy, it's almost like an oxymoron, crime and Malibu. And over my shoulder here, still an active crime scene this morning as they're trying to piece together what exactly happened. Now, the body was taken away earlier this morning. We have video of that. And employees say the man killed is named Carlos. He's in his 20s. And he went to take trash out behind Guido's around 10 o'clock last night. That's when an unknown number of suspects brutally beat him. Initially, he did survive, but then he staggered kind of toward the front, and that's where he died.
We just know the people because we work together, but we don't know nothing about his life. I'm just telling, he's a really nice guy. That's all what I can say.
Very quiet, normally. Yeah, this is not good. We don't like this in Malibu. It's not why we live here, and it's sad.
Now, it is still early this morning, but some employees from other stores in the shopping center are starting to get here. Residents walking their dogs by. Everyone just having the same reaction, utter shock. You just don't see this in Malibu. The crime rate here is extremely low. Also, we were talking to someone earlier who said off camera that the guy Carlos who was killed last night, he did have a few enemies. He did have some problems with other people, but the man, as he told me this, was very hesitant to divulge any further information. But that's what we're finding out this morning, and as we hear further details, we will bring them to you. Reporting live in Malibu, Christina Pascucci, KTLA 5 News.
All right, Christina, thanks.
Him near a popular restaurant in Malibu. KTLA's Christina Pascucci joins us now live from the scene with the latest on the investigation. Christina.
Good morning, Glenn. You know what? It's almost like an oxymoron. You just don't see this in Malibu. Crime and Malibu certainly don't mix. Still an active crime scene here this morning as we're starting off our Monday. And this is what happened. We saw a body. Let's take a look at the scene from earlier. The body was taken away earlier this morning.
Another guy, he named Carlos. He used to do cleaning and preparation for everything. He's a nice, really nice guy. I used to give it a ride to Santa Monica because he lived in Los Angeles with his mother.
I used to go to Guido's. Now that I moved out, I don't go to Guido's, but I used to go like once a week. Good food and nice atmosphere. And everyone's friendly there, so, you know, I don't know. No fights, no nothing.
This investigation's ongoing. Police are trying to figure out a motive as we speak. They don't have any suspects at this time, but we did talk to someone off camera who said they also knew the victim, and he did have some problems with some people. He had a couple enemies, so they're thinking that that might be related to what happened here. Now, if you have any information, police are asking you to call 1-800-222-TIPS. Reporting live in Malibu, I'm Christina Pascucci, KTLA 5 News.
All right, Christina, thank you.
Investigators in Malibu are asking for your help in finding a group of men who beat another man to death near a popular restaurant. KTLA's Christina Pascucci is live from the scene with more on what happened. Christina.
Good morning, Glenn. Yeah, crime and Malibu, not two words you typically hear in the same sentence. Right now, they're wrapping up the scene behind me, but let's show you video from the scene earlier. This is as the coroner took the body away, and we're just learning more about this man. Coworkers and friends, they call him Carlos. They say he was in his mid-20s, and they describe this as a tragedy. Carlos, he was taking out the trash. Several men approached him and just beat him so horribly, and then he did survive initially. He was able to kind of stagger to the front of the restaurant, and that's where he died. We did talk to one of his friends earlier who had this to say.
What?
And as more people get to the shopping center this morning getting coffee here at Starbucks or getting to their workplaces, we keep hearing the same thing, utter shock. Malibu's a place where residents leave their homes unlocked, their doors unlocked to their cars. So certainly something that just has people puzzled this morning. Now, we are hearing from some friends of the victim that he reportedly had some issues with some people, and they're saying that whoever did this, they think, knew that Carlos would be taking out the trash when he was taking that out. Police haven't confirmed any of this, and details have yet to be seen, but we will stay on top of this for you. And if you have any information, you're asked to call police at 1-800-222-TIPS. That's 1-800-222-TIPS. For now, reporting live in Malibu, Christina Pascucci, KTLA 5 News. A man brutally beaten to death at a popular Malibu restaurant. I'm Christina Pascucci, live in Malibu. We'll have the full report and the latest on the investigation coming up.
A man is dead after being attacked by a group of men near a popular restaurant in Malibu. KTLA's Christina Pascucci joins us now live from the scene with more on what happened. Christina.
Good morning, Glenn. Well, people in this community just utterly shocked. Crime and Malibu are just not two words you hear in the same sentence. We still have this active crime scene here. You can see investigators, they've been coming in and out all morning long. We just saw some really distraught family members of the man. We're told his name is Carlos. He's in his mid-20s, and this is what happened. So last night, he was reportedly taking out the trash where he works at Guido's when a group of suspects approached him and severely beat him. He did survive initially. He kind of staggered to the front of the restaurant where he fell to the ground. Paramedics pronounced him dead on scene. Now, we spoke to some of his friends who say that they are just so shocked, so saddened. They call this a tragedy, and they say they think this murder was calculated.
I mean, he does the same routine every night, so if somebody, knew where he was going all the time, so it's like pretty much 9 o'clock is where he's going to go take out the trash. And I don't know what the conflict was or whatever happened, but the outcome was very tragic.
And that man and other friends of the victim just saying that they think whoever did this knew the schedule of Carlos. He did have some enemies that he made, even though they all say he was a really nice, humble man who will be missed. Now, police are still trying to sort out some of the details, figuring out who these suspects are, what exactly their motive was. If you have any information, you're asked to call them at 1-800-222-TIPS. Reporting live in Malibu, Christina Pascucci, KTLA 5 News.
All right, Christina, thank you very much.